Hello there, people. It's been a while. Yeah, you can see me because of all the horrible glare and pixelization. I need another webcam. But yeah, this is another pickups video. It's been a while, I know. And yeah, I got a whole crap ton of games in the last couple of weeks. Um, and I decided to show them to you, at least the case. So yeah, first is Midway Arcade Treasures for the GameCube. Um, has a whole bunch of old school games on it. Let's see here. Spy Hunter, Defender, Defender 2, Gauntlets, Joust, Joust 2, Paperboy, Rampage, Robotron 2084, Smash TV, Bubbles, Road Blasters, Blaster, Rampart, Sinistar, Super Sprints, Marble Madness 720 Degrees, uh, Tubin, Clax, Flat, Satan's Hollow, Vindicators, and Root Beer Tapper. Yeah, that's a whole hell of a lot of games. It says includes over 20 classic arcade games, which most of these aren't classics, but whatever. Screw it. Still cool. And for like, I think I spent $5 on it. And the GameCube version is one of the. Well, it's not. Actually, I think it's one of the easier ones to find. I think the PS2 version and that game might be harder to find than the Xbox or GameCube versions. And I believe the Xbox versions are only exclusive to North America for some reason. But yeah. Midway Arcade Treasures 2. Again, $5 and 20 games. Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Oh, but I've read on Wikipedia. I know it's a terrible source. Apparently, for Mortal Kombat 3, you can't select a certain character or something. Or it won't do a certain voice because of the button situation. But I'm not sure if that's accurate. Um, but yeah, if that's the case, I might rebuy these on a different system. But it's not a huge deal to me. I mean, so yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, Gauntlet 2, Spy Hunter 2, Zybots, Narc, APB, and there's a whole bunch of other games. But yeah, another 20 freaking games, which is awesome. There is the third one. I'm gonna get that eventually, but I don't have it currently, and it only has 8 games, which is interesting. But it's also the bigger games. Next is PS2 games. Yeah, there are only 2 games. I think I have 3 or 4 PS2 games here. So first up, I found this, also $5 for each of these PS2 games. Killzone 1, because finding a PS2 copy is nice. Um, I could have gotten the Killzone collection, but I got a whole bunch of these instead. So yeah, Killzone 1, that's awesome, and it was complete. You know, I took out the disc already. It's in my big collection of games. But yeah, that is awesome. Complete. That's awesome. Black Label. Yes. Then again, I don't think it even got to greatest hits. I think it was that poorly selling of a game. And yes, Xbox assholes, it didn't sell for shit. Doesn't mean, it couldn't, got better. And I like Killzone 2 and 3. I heard Shadowfall was a disappointment, and I don't think they're even doing another Killzone game. But oh well, things happen. Next is Kingdom Hearts 1. I do have both HD collections, but they're both broken as hell. And actually not even, to me, not as fun as the original games, honestly, sometimes. As much as new items make the game more functionable, and they fix some of the control issues, the load times are more abysmal than the original games. And there's no patches inside. So, yeah. Square is really fucking up this last generation and a half. I don't know what's going on with them. Next is Nightshade, a sequel to a game I loved on PS2 that I got. And unfortunately, only the first game is on PSN, and that's Shinobi. and this is called Kinoichi in Japan because it means female ninja, just like Shinobi means male ninja. So yeah, this is a really cool game. I want to play it, but again, no PS2 right now. I'm just saving games for a collection when I can afford a PS2 again. Throat. Sorry, it's early morning. I didn't have enough water yet, so if I sound weird, it's because of that. Next is a game. I have the HD collection for this, but, well, I did with Kingdom Hearts as well. But I wanted the original copies just to have, and I came with the demo disc for another game because that was the main selling point of this game originally, which is kind of sad. And I wish they would make a third game, but since the director is leaving the company, um, and I don't know if he has the rights, more than likely the publisher does, that's unlikely. Zone of the Enders. This game is fun, and it's crazy, and it's a giant mecha game. Come on, giant mecha are awesome. Giant mecha anime is like one of my favorite genres of anime. Okay, freaking mech. Oh my god, that's awesome. I do plan on having more games coming in the mail, but it hasn't arrived. So I'll have to make a separate video for that maybe after I played it for a bit. Next is a game that's sold like shit, and it was made by a company that's completely screwed over video games until about 4 years ago. And that is Spectrum's Origins by Disney. This thing flopped so hard, and I remember all the promotional shit for this. Um, I heard that I think the DS game was better, but I still want to check this out. Um, and I've been meaning to play the Nintendo Wii again. I mean, no one plays the damn thing. I might as well at least get started. So if I get accepted back in my school because bullshit happened, then I'll probably, you know, might bring my Nintendo Wii to the school instead of my PS3. Next is a game that I was talking about earlier, Killzone 3. Just got this for like $1 at GameStop. I went there, got two games here. Well, and I got Spectrums. I got those 3 games for like $4. I'm like, I'm gonna be a cheap bitch. I'll go inside. I was originally looking for figures for the game that's coming in the mail, and I couldn't find it. Sadly, they only had new figures, and I'm not buying the new game, so I'm like, dang. Oh, yeah, Killzone 3. I love this game. It's a lot shorter than Killzone 2, or at least to me it seemed like it. It seemed like it went by way too fast when I played it. I didn't even beat Killzone 2. That's how long that game is. Um, or at least it just like all the terrain you go through is harder to go through than in this game where it's just like straightforward. First the snow, there's a space level, there's a whole bunch of creepy plants and shit. It was really cool. I enjoyed this game a lot, but in the second one, it was like a lot of desert, a lot of buildings, a lot of battlefields, which I don't remember there being quite as many in 3, but which is good, but still. And the last game I got, because this game is cheap and I've had it a million times now, I don't know why I keep reselling it. Well, I do, because it's cool, but I don't know. Resistance 1. I mean, really, like, how many people have played this? How many people said it was, like, the only good game at the PlayStation 3 launch? I wasn't even there. I waited 4 years to get a PS3. And even then, so many good games had finally started coming out. And they're just finishing up the PS3 lineup. Just now. Nearly 10 years after the fact. I mean, even the 360, there's, like, no games coming out for that thing anymore. But there's still a small amount of games coming out for PS3. Like, even there was, like, I think one exclusive this year. And I got one exclusive last year. I know Surge. Which was a good game. I really like it. I mean, I should go back and beat it, actually. I'm just impatient with RPG. But those were the games I got. I thought it was I mean, let's see. Let me count that. 10, 20, 30. No, what am I supposed? Yeah, 10, 20, 30. $35 for all of these. That's not bad. I mean, Kingdom Hearts goes for about 10 to 15 online. I got it for 5. Killzone, I'm not sure. I think that only goes for like 4 or 5. So I've spent about the right amount. And then we are Arcade Treasures, depending with tax and everything on Amazon, I'd probably go, save two to maybe even $10, depending. The price fluctuates on each of these between $5 and $10 each. So $5 each isn't so bad. Nightshade, if I wanted to complete, like I got it, or I guess actually I don't think it's complete. I know it is. Damn it. Yes, complete. So To get this game complete, it's about $15 to $20. Otherwise, on Amazon, I could only get the disc for about $6 to $10, and I get the case and everything complete for $5. That was worth it for me. It's not a common game either. It's really not. It sold worse than Shinobi, which is really sad because I really wanted to see both of them get on PlayStation Network, but I guess Sega only saw the profit from Shinobi. Makes sense. I mean, it got on like a top 10 list on Game Trailer Screw Attack thing back in the day. You know, before we all knew that they were a bunch of hacks, or we were still in denial about Screw Attack being a bunch of hacks. Until you look at them now, you could totally tell, and they're still somehow in business. Then again, I wonder how IGN is in business when I hate their practices. You know, constantly promoting games that are subpar and games that are actually more interesting and have better mechanics than most modern games get shafted because they don't pay for promotion. Games today need help. You, as gamers, need to help. Whether it's to get games that may not have gotten up on their own, like Spectrums. That game was promoted at the ass and no one bought it. I heard it again. It was probably better on DS, but even the Wii version sure got some love for, especially after all the promotion. And a Nintendo Wii exclusive game, or a Nintendo exclusive game, and no one buys it. And Nintendo fanboys always talk about, we buy all our games, we buy all our games. No one bought Spectrums. How many people bought, like, only a few people, what, 1 million people bought, like, Sonic Colors or whatever. And people still bitch about the game like nobody's business. Oh, it was so bad. The mechanics, they changed, were so awful. Yeah, the streamlining was irritating, but they still kept them in different ways. And I didn't, I don't know, some exclusive games that people bitched about were dumb. Yeah, some bad taste in my mouth. I don't know what that is. But yeah, buy your exclusive games if you're really dedicated to your systems. Don't lie. Don't make up excuses to why you didn't buy a game. Oh, it's bad. But nothing's bad on my system. Therefore, I'm not wrong. All the circle jerk logic that happens now. It's really irritating. I won't say the PlayStation has gold. You know, that's why I always buy multiple consoles. Or if I don't like a game, I'll just say I don't like a game. I'm not going to say every exclusive is perfect or my system is perfect. That would be a lie. But yeah, if you have any game suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. It seems like everyone has been not doing that. So please, get on that. Later.